Hi there, I'm Ron Zaire. I want to ask you a question today. The question is, why are you in RBC Life? You know, RBC Life is a phenomenal vehicle. It's a way for you to get to where you want to go. But why are you in RBC Life, and where is it that you want to get to? So let's talk about your why. Let's talk about defining your dreams. As you build your business in RBC Life, you need something that will fuel you. You need something that will keep you moving forward. That's your why, and that's your dreams. What is it that is important to you? Perhaps it's money. Perhaps it's getting free from that job, that job. Maybe it's time freedom. Maybe it's the opportunity and the ability to contribute. Maybe it's your health. Perhaps you want to build better relationships. Perhaps it's your own personal development, becoming the person that you know deep in your heart that you could become. Perhaps it's giving. Or maybe it's travel. Maybe it's to have a lot of fun. What's important to you? And why is that important? I don't just want you to throw out something and say, well, money is important to me. I want to ask you the question, why is money important to you? What would you get if you had more money? Take a minute right now to think about what would you do if you had an extra $1,000 a month. An extra $1,000 a month. Maybe even get that piece of paper that you've got, pause this video and start writing down the things that you would do if you had an extra $1,000 a month. Okay, have you done that? We're back. Now, with that same piece of paper, ask yourself the question, what would you do if you had an extra $10,000 a month? What would you do with your job? What would you spend that money on? What would you do with the extra time freedom that it gave you? What would you contribute to? What would you do for your health's sake? How would you invest into your relationships? How about your own personal development? What would you give to? What would you do for fun? So once again, you pause me. I'll be watching you though, so write down that list of things and keep writing. I want you to pump kind of hard. And when you list something down on that piece of paper, don't just be done with it, but ask yourself, what's important to me about that? And dig a little bit deeper. We call it drilling down. And as you write down that piece of paper, just let it flow. Don't worry about repeating something. Don't worry about if it makes sense. Don't worry about if it makes sense to somebody else, but write down what's important to you. Ready, set, go. Okay, you back? All right. So you've got that list of things on that piece of paper. Now go through them, scan through them, and observe. Are there things that keep coming up again and again? Those would be things that are your why. Those would be things that are your dream, because all of us have dreams, all of us have desires, which are in accordance to how we were designed, which is in accordance to our destiny. Those are the things that RBC Life can be your vehicle to get to. Now the next question is, what are you willing to do in order to get to those things? Because we know that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing again and again and expecting to get different results. It just doesn't happen. So spend some time over the next however long, the next day or two or the next hour, to consider and just let those dreams soak into you and spend time to ponder them. Be sure to get to the next video, because the next video you will learn how to define your purpose and how to set goals that are measurable that will lead you towards fulfilling those dreams. I'm Ron Zaire. I look forward to talking to you soon.